works. Log on to Facebook from your computer or tablet and go to the RJ Watkins fan page at facebook.com/TV33WHPR, the one with the blue WHPR logo on the left. Like us. Click the word videos with the red tag that says live next to it. Then click the share button at the bottom of the video player and select start a watch party. Invite whoever you want. Your party will be recorded and archived for playback anytime you want. 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. At the end of the month, the viewer that has the most people at their watch party will be invited on the TV show live. Come on, let's have a party. Cheryl Underwood got her own show, now you get yours. Have a business or talent you want to showcase? Have your own show simulcast on WHPR TV and radio, all of your favorite apps and devices.
We're going to come back quarterly, and I'm serious. We are going to produce things out of here. Because I want to prove that it can be done right out of here.
Packages start at just $99. Download the WHPR TV app and catch the Cheryl Underwood show wherever you are. You're watching WHPS, Highland Park, Detroit. The views and opinions expressed on the following show are not necessarily the views and opinions of WHPS, its affiliates, management, or sponsors.
When I was 17, I ran away from home and from everything I had ever known. I was sick and tired, living in a town filled with narrow minds and hate. They used to laugh at me, their children called me names. I would run and hide, feeling so ashamed just for being born. I was just a boy, punished for a crime that was not mine. Life ain't so easy when
Hello, 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 and thank you so much for tuning in to A Spoonful of Comfort. I am Claudrine Jackson. I am your host for A Spoonful of Comfort, reminding you and me that we are not going to be a part of the discomfort that's going on in this troublesome world. A spoonful of comfort, everybody has a spoonful of comfort. A spoonful of something is the minimum amount that you can give anyone. A spoonful of medicine may do a good job. A spoonful of comfort, you never know when someone might need a spoonful of comfort. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to WHPR, these beautiful studios here in Highland Park. Thanks to Henry Tyler and RJ Watkins for keeping this station going for all these years. They are truly a part of Detroit history. And may you be blessed. May you have sunshine to greet you, adventures to meet you, joy in whatever you do. May you have God's presence to guide you and good friends beside you and blessings all your life through. Now that is my wish for you. I know that we can't always have sunshine and rainbows. Wish we could. But remember, when you're going through a time where there's not sunshine and rainbows, you've got Jesus to walk with you. You've got God smiling down on you, helping you through whatever you go through. Because you don't get through life without going through something. So you can contact me, Claudrine Jackson, by email, Jackson Claudrine, CLAUDREEN, Jackson Claudrine at sbcglobal.net. you can contact the Purvis Jackson Foundation at P.O. Box 04422, Detroit, Michigan 48204, and we are also on Facebook. So, you know, I've been very happy about a song of mine. Well, it wasn't a song. It was a poem that I wrote. It's featured in my first book of poems, Let There Be Light. It's a poem called Almost. And my husband was going through the book, and he chose Almost to sing. So he sang it put it with a reggae beat, and surprised me with it many years ago. Well, the three bass singers lately have put the song out as a tribute to my husband, a tribute to Purvis Jackson. So Purvis is singing it. So that's how old the song is, because Purvis passed away in '08. But if you go to TreCruz.com, TRECRUZ.com, and click on Almost, you'll see the video and the song. Now, Trey Cruz was a young man that my husband was mentoring at the time that he passed away. Trey was only 14 when my husband passed away. And Trey said, I'm going to do something as a tribute to Purvis. So the song is out, proves that God is still working miracles in the world. I never would have expected for me to have a song out on the airwaves. And, you know, that you try to get a hit, but it's already a hit in my heart. So hopefully you can check out Almost. TreCruz.com, TRECRUZ.com, and it's on Trey Cruz's album. He has an album called Love Is True, and Almost is featured on his album. So I'm speaking of almost, I'm almost appropriate for Cancer Awareness Month. You know, this is October, and October is Cancer Awareness Month. And we have lost so many wonderful people to cancer, including my husband. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I lost a dear friend, Lorraine Smith, who was married to Bobby Smith of the Spinners, passed away last October from breast cancer. But I want to tell you about some of the people that have survived breast cancer. You know, I'm a deacon at Mount Vernon Missionary Baptist Church in Ferndale. There's one in Detroit, but I'm a deacon at the one in Ferndale. And we have some women in our congregation who are breast cancer survivors. So we had a meeting after church this past Sunday where some of them told their story. Some have been, the longest survivor, she's a 39-year breast cancer survivor. Then we have another lady who was a 14-year breast cancer survivor. One of the ladies who was speaking, it's been 4 years for her. And then she had complications afterward, but she never stopped smiling. She kept going. And part of the secret of their survival is meeting with other people and having other folks who support and encourage them and help them, and doing the right thing. So if you're going through it now, I cannot imagine. But please do what the doctor says, follow his rules, and find other people who are going through the same thing you're going through so they can help and support you. One of the things I want to tell you about, the Legacy Awards. The Detroit Sunrise Legacy Organization had an event for the legacy that is Detroit. It was Detroit's 40-year milestone celebration, the Detroit Legacy Awards. And you can find them at DetroitLegacySunrise.org, DetroitLegacySunrise.org. I'm especially pleased to tell you about the Sunrise Awards because I was the recipient of one of the Sunrise Awards. And I'm very honored and very grateful that someone recognized my efforts. You don't do things to get an award, but when you are recognized, it's a great honor and a great blessing. So thank you to the Sunrise Legacy Association. Thank you to Minister Brian Piccolo Nelson, who was the founder of the Sunrise Legacy Foundation. And thank you for having an event, and thank you for choosing me to be one of your recipients of an award. I'm very, very blessed and honored to have been chosen. The Sunrise Legacy Awards, it's a new organization. This was their first event. So thank you for people recognizing the folks in the city of Detroit who are trying to make a difference and trying to bring forth positive energy. I've told you about the Purvis Foundation. Now, that's the reason that I do media. I do this TV show and I do a radio show. And my son, you know, my other book is called Inspired by Autism. Inspired by Autism. This book, you can actually get it here at WHPR 160 Victor in Highland Park, and it's called Inspired by Autism because my son has inspired me. He is 44 years old now, and there was a time when I did not think I could handle his situation. And the reason I wrote the book is because for 10 years, I was in a deep depression. I was very depressed about my son and about his situation. And I was also depressed because I couldn't cure him. You know, a lot of people with autism manage to come out of the autism. It takes a lot. It takes physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, takes many things. But my son was on the lower end of the spectrum, so he could not, these things didn't work on him. So that was my big depression. I thought, if anybody else cured their child, I'm going to cure mine. But I was not able to, and he was the inspiration for the Purvis Jackson Autism Foundation. We have helped over 800 parents since we were founded. We were working on it when my husband passed away in 2008, but he did not live to see it actually implemented and going into effect. So the two Purvises, the one up there and the one down here, they keep me moving. And I mentioned one day to someone about the Purvis up there, and they said, well, now that's debatable. Well, it's not debatable to me. I know where my husband is. I know what kind of heart he had. I know what kind of man he was. He was not perfect. He had his flaws, but he was a good man. And he was the one that mentored me and causes me to do these things. He is from Motown, and Motown had something that a lot of record companies need nowadays. Motown had what's called artist development, where they taught their artists how to behave not only on stage, but off stage, how to meet people, how to conduct themselves. So Purvis was always coming home from artist development and trying to develop me. And I was always saying, Purvis, I'm not a celebrity. And he would say, one day you're going to be glad I'm telling you this. And he's right. He's gone, but the foundation, the seeds that he planted for me, for the Purvis Foundation are still working. I want to share with you some of the scriptures that keep the Purvis Foundation that are our guiding principles and that we look out for, and things that keep us going. So I'm going to take a short break. I'll be back with you in a minute and share with the scriptures with you and some of my son's art. Thank you for sticking with me.
When I was 17, I ran away from home and from everything I had ever known. I was sick and tired, living in a town filled with narrow minds and hate. They used to laugh at me, their children called me names. I would run and hide, feeling so ashamed just for being born. I was just a boy, punished for a crime that was not mine. Life ain't so easy.
Now, I was talking about the Purvis Foundation and Purvis Jackson Jr., who inspires me to do what I can because he's handicapped by autism. And at his age, he still he cannot talk, he cannot read, he cannot write, he cannot live independently. If he's out on the street, he could get stopped by the police. He's never out on the street because he's very well watched and protected. But he did walk away. He walked away from me. And when he walked away, the police were called on him. So it could have been a much worse situation. I could have been one of those parents on TV crying about my child, because he's not going to respond to raise your hands. He's not going to respond to halt. So that has worried me, and it still worries me, because he's a big, intimidating-looking black man who is not going to respond. And people will call the police on folks such as my son because it has happened. So that's one of the things that motivates me to keep talking and keep trying to speak for him and others like him, since he cannot speak for himself. My son is one of the autistic people that you don't see. You see some people with higher functioning autism who can speak for themselves, but my son is one of the ones that you don't see. I want to show you some of my son's artwork. And if you look at this side, you'll see his level when it comes to writing. So he's very, very low level when it comes to writing. He is on the lower end of the spectrum. You know, autism is a spectrum disorder. And they say that the people on the higher end of the spectrum can realize they have autism and they can work to overcome it. But my son is not on the higher end of the spectrum. He does not even want to communicate. So this says Art by Purvis. I have to tell you what it says because you can't tell, but this is his art. And on my books, I use his artwork. On my blog, you see his artwork. This is some more of his art. He went through a phase of doing art every day, and I loved it. I was so proud of him. Every day when he came home from his day, this is more. And I've been saving his artwork because I was so proud of what he was doing. Well, I'm glad that I saved it because I was framing it and putting it on the walls. And then at some point, he started tearing it down. He would take it off the wall and tear it up. He does not have our frame of reference. He did not care about making money from art or being proud of what you did. I tried to instill pride in him that this is really nice. This is really something that you should be proud of. But he doesn't have that kind of frame of reference. So pride was not anything that enters even into his mind now. But I want to share with you some of the scriptures that keep the Purvis Foundation, keep us grounded, and is our guiding principle. Matthew 25:40. Matthew 25:40. That which ye do for the least of my brethren, you do it also unto me. Handicapped children are the least of our brethren. Galatians 6:9. Be ye not weary in well-doing, for in due season ye will reap, if ye faint not. Proverbs 3:27. Withhold not good from them to whom it is due, when it is in the power of thine hand to do it. Withhold not good from them to whom it is due, when it is in the power of thine hand to do it. I am one of the more fortunate. I have been blessed. My son is one of the less fortunate. And doesn't God want those of us who are more fortunate to help the less fortunate? I know that's what he wanted from me, because he put one right in my house that I couldn't avoid, because I tried to. And Proverbs 11:25. Whoever brings blessings will be enriched, and one who waters will be watered. So those are my guiding principles for the Purvis Foundation. And living with a person with autism lets you know how blessed you are when you have your faculties. There was an incident there were many incidents that I talk about in my book, but there was one time we would go to the fireworks every year. I took my other children to the fireworks, and I would take PJ to the fireworks. And we were at Hart Plaza, and you know there's a big fountain at Hart Plaza, and PJ used to love to run into the fountain. So we would take his shoes off and roll up his jeans and take his shirt off. And fireworks in July, it's really hot, and he could run and play in the fountain. So he would run into the fountain, and then he would run out. Well, this one particular time he ran into the fountain, and when he ran out, he disappeared into the crowd, and I could not find him. Well, we were down there by the Detroit River, and PJ loved water, and he was always trying to jump in water. This was before he learned about danger. That's one of the characteristics of people with autism. They don't always understand danger. So I'm terrified. The big crowd, he's running into the crowd. I can't find him. So I asked the police officer to get on his radio and let the other police officers know that this little boy that's running around with no shoes on and no shirt had autism, and that he couldn't talk and he would not respond to their directions. I stayed by that fountain and prayed, because the police officer, we decided that what we would do is I would stay by the fountain, because he might find his way back to the fountain, which he finally did. But it was a harrowing half hour for me. So now I wondered, how am I going to get him to quit running away from me? Well, he was just as scared as I was. He came back, and he let me know. He didn't let me know by talking, but he let me know by sitting down. He was trembling. We had juice in our picnic basket for him. He sat down, he drank the juice, and he didn't move anymore. And he hasn't run from me anymore. So there are some things that happened, natural consequences that happened, because I wasn't always the best mother. I bumbling and stumbling and trying to figure out what to do. But there are a lot of times I had to rely on natural consequences, and that was one of them. He did not go back running away from me, and never ran away from me again. And one of the things about being the parent of a child with a handicap every parent of a child with a handicap goes through some kind of challenges, whether they're high functioning or lower functioning. And that's what the Purvis Foundation is there for, to help parents who are going through what I went through. Your road is not easy. I know your road is not easy. There are things that happen when you have a child with a handicap that you would never, ever expect to happen. So the Purvis Foundation is there for you, and we want to be available. We want to do more than we can, because we became a national organization, and that was not my plan. I wanted to remain local. So now that we're national, we get requests from all over the country. And so I thank those of you who donate to the Purvis Foundation, because you are helping us help children with handicaps. I want to share with you a poem that I wrote about my son after years of upset and discouragement and, oh, how am I going to make it? I don't know what I'm going to do. This poem is called A Love So Pure. He would fight me. Many children with autism are aggressive. He had aggression. He would fight me a lot, not because he was it was because he couldn't control his impulses, which he has learned to do now. But during the time when he couldn't control his impulses and he was fighting me so much, and I was so terrified of what the future is going to bring, I didn't know. It was, Lord, what's going to happen in the future? Well, now I see God was saying, you take care of today. I've got the future. So back then, I never would have thought I'd written this poem. It's called A Love So Pure, and it's inspired by Purvis Jackson Jr. A love so pure that I am sure it's coming straight from God. This kind of love comes down from above and right into my heart. Your smiling eyes were a big surprise that I never thought I'd see. So who knew that one day I never guessed that I'd be blessed for taking care of you. But now I'm sure that when love is pure, it's unconditionally. Now, his love is pure. He loves me whether I'm well-dressed, whether I've had a shower, whether I've cooked. So I've learned a lot from him. And I want to share another poem with you called Positive Energy, because I found out that if I dealt with him using positive energy, it worked better, and it helped him learn to do better. And Philippians 2:13 says that energy is God's energy, an energy deep inside, God himself willing and working at what will give him the most pleasure. And during the times when I was upset with God, I had to read some of these scriptures and learn some of these things and grow into the belief that God was going to take care of me, which he did. Another poem I'd like to share is Positive Energy. How would it be if we could see positive energy, the energy that is the key to set us free and keep us young and well and strong and help us bloom our whole life long? Would it be bright like a light to help us make it through the night? Would it sparkle and shine like silver and gold? Would it reveal a lie we've been told? Would it lift us up above the fray and give us the strength to find our way? Would it help us dry away our tears and soothe our fears? Now, I hope that you agree with me that positive energy would be nice to see. So remember to keep some positive energy, to have a spoonful of comfort, and to tune in to A Spoonful of Comfort next Tuesday at 1:30 right here on WHPR. I'm Claudrine Jackson, your host for A Spoonful of Comfort. Have a good week.
When I was 17, I ran away from home and from everything I had ever known. I was sick and tired
FM 88.1 WHPR, Highland Park.
WVIE 107.3 FM Charlotte, Amalia, Virgin Islands.
Watch WHPR and TV 33 when you want, where you want, how you want. WHPR is now in your pocket. Download our free app by going to the App Store or Google Play and enter WHPR TV in the search engine. And there we are. You can download WHPR TV or radio. You heard about it. Now come be a part of it. Roku Detroit worldwide. Approximately 8 million viewers. You're watching WHPS, Highland Park, Detroit.
FM 88.1 WHPR, Highland Park.
WVIE 107.3 FM Charlotte, Amalia, Virgin Islands.
The views and opinions expressed on the following show are not necessarily the views and opinions of WHPS, its affiliates, management, or sponsors. Cheryl Underwood got her own show, now you get yours. Have a business or talent you want to showcase? Have your own show simulcast on WHPR TV and radio, and on Comcast Cable and all of your favorite apps and devices.
Well, here's where you get discovered, right here. This
Walker's Broadcaster. Walker's Broadcaster.
Packages start at just $99. Call now. Download the WHPR TV app and catch the Cheryl Underwood show wherever you are. Watch WHPR and TV 33 when you want, where you want, how you want. WHPR is now in your pocket. Download our free app by going to the App Store or Google Play and enter WHPR TV in the search engine. And there we are. You can download WHPR TV or radio. You heard about it. Now come be a part of it. Roku Detroit worldwide. Approximately 8 million viewers. You can have your own party on TV. Party with R.J. Watkins and the TV 33 family when you hold your own Facebook watch party. Connect all your friends with our friends, and we can have a watch party together. Watch your favorite TV shows when you want, how you want, with your favorite people. Here's how it works. Log on to Facebook from your computer or tablet and go to the R.J. Watkins fan page at facebook.com/TV33WHPR. The one with the blue WHPR logo on the left. Like us. Click the word videos with the red tag that says live next to it. Then click the share button at the bottom of the video player and select start a watch party. Invite whoever you want. Your party will be recorded and archived for playback anytime you want. 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. At the end of the month, the viewer that has the most people at their watch party will be invited on the TV show live. Come on, let's have a party.
Kareem Bean Pie is the grand champion of all bean pies. The rich flavor and smooth texture takes this pie to a whole new level of delicious. One bite and you'll understand why people all over the country call daily to order Kareem Bean Pie. Call 313-371-7033. That's 313-371-7033. Kareem Bean Pie.
This bean pie is delicious.
Cheryl Underwood got her own show, now you get yours. Have a business or talent you want to showcase? Have your own show simulcast on WHPR TV and radio, and on Comcast Cable and all of your favorite apps and devices.
Well, here's where you get discovered, right here. This
Walker's Broadcaster. Walker's Broadcaster.
Packages start at just $99. Call now. Download the WHPR TV app and catch the Cheryl Underwood show wherever you are.
It's only the boss calling, y'all. It's just the boss. I know he calling. Welcome, everybody. Thanks to Darwin Griffin. I am Live with a room full of people today. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Let's see. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, let's put y'all on camera. Hey there.
Hey.
I want to see, I need my, can y'all hear that?
I see you.
Can you hear me?
No, not at all.
I don't hear nothing.
I can hear
I
you.
hear claps.
There we go.
Clap,
Here
clap,
we are.
Clap it up.
Yeah, that's for y'all.
Hey.
That's for y'all. Welcome.
Hey.
Welcome to
Hey.
Take 'em Back Tuesday.
Hey, take 'em back Tuesday.
That's right. That's right. Here is where we take you back
Yes.
to the back in the day.
Okay.
Make you feel good. I'm gonna take the camera around. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm 1.
Okay.
Janza, you 2.
Okay.
Miss Tasha Burton, you 3. And Darwin, no.
And
Darwin
rounding up the rear.
Yes, okay. I want you to introduce yourself. I said what I said, but you say who you are and what you're doing here today and what's up. So we're gonna start. Let's go to the left.
What up, though, guys? It's your girl, Jaja. Listen, make sure you tune in for Yeah, I Said It every Thursday for my podcast. I'm here supporting my girl, Tasha, with TNT Taxes, where she going to get you the max for this coming up tax season.
Oh, that's nice. Let me do a little hand for that because we need the max.
Okay.
We need the max.
Yes.
What's up, Tasha?
Hey, how are you? I'm Tasha White. I'm Burton on Facebook. I'm here to talk about my tax office that is has been in effect since 2016. So we're just here to talk to Darwin Griffin on Exposed Under the Sun at 2:30. So stay tuned.
And as she just did the segue, this is Darwin Griffin. I have a show that I air every Tuesday on WHPR TV 33, and it's called Expose Under the Sun. And I am very fortunate today to have Miss Tasha White Burton on the show today, and she is going to talk about her tax preparation classes as well as her company that does taxes. So if you need your taxes prepared, everybody knows this is getting ready for tax season. Make sure you contact her and make certain that you have
how
those
much
done
do it cost
just
too
right.
much, Tasha, to file taxes?
It's very
Let's talk about
affordable.
it. Do it cost all the money
Not all
to
the
get
money.
the money back?
So my prices ranges from $150 and it can go all the way up to $1,000,
Depending
depending
on-
on the complexity of the return. So if you're a business owner or own a business or a corporation, it can go all the way up to $1,000. And if you're just a single person with no dependents, it can range from $150 to $500.
So I did this turbo thing, right? Not knocking it. We won't even say the name. I did this thing online at 1 year, right? And I had children. And they didn't offer me the child credit or tax return or something. So something I felt that you don't cover everything. Would you agree? If you go online and do it?
If you go to TurboTax, and anybody can do data entry. I'm sure it was easy for you to put your numbers in, put your information in, but everybody don't know all the credits that you are allowed. So make sure that you learn the credits, like the earned income tax credit, the child tax credit, the education credit, and so on and so forth. So make sure you do that,
Yeah.
And one thing I know, just before we started, before we came in here, I know, Tasha, I was asking you a question about what's the difference between credits and looking in terms, say, deductions. What's the difference between
The difference with the credit is sometimes you have a deduction where you might own a car that's included in your business. So if you claim your car on the business, it has to have your business name and your business EIN number to open a bank account and all that type of stuff. And that's a deduction where you could claim your car and get a deduction for it.
Now, you don't have to have your name on the car, do you?
No, it could be your business name.
Okay.
Okay. But if you do have a business and use your name, you may not be allowed that deduction. Okay. So if you want to claim your car as your business, for your business, it has to have your business name and your business EIN number.
But now you can still use that car for personal reasons, too.
You can use your car as personal reasons, but if it's your business car, I suggest you just use it for business, or if you want to do it partly, you have to let us know. You have to let us know when you come to do your tax. It's partial business, because you won't get a full deduction for that.
So you would get a partial
deduction because it's part personal, part business.
So if I was using the car to, let's say, take children to school or something like that, or to pick them up, that's something that
That's
would
different from business.
be different from
and
business.
You will not get that deduction, and they will penalize you.
So
for
that would have to be the partial deduction.
Exactly.
Okay.
And the credit is, if you have kids, the child tax credit, you will get a credit for those kids being a dependent of you. You take care of them all year, 12 months or 6 months, or if you split it with your spouse or however, you will get a credit for that. And it's almost like money, you know, because taxes is really an incentive throughout the year.
Say that again.
Taxes is really an incentive.
That's right.
Throughout the year.
Mm-hmm.
You have to pay them in order to get the incentive. You don't
Come on
pay
now.
into taxes, you cannot get that. Now, there are people who have businesses and that has kids that will get the child tax credit, which is an incentive for having a business and having children. But some people that have a business and don't have kids may not get that credit because they're not allowed it. They don't qualify. So
Wow.
that's the difference between a deduction and a credit.
So let's talk about real quick, because I know you got to go soon, you know. But let's talk about self-employment.
Oh, yes, ma'am. That self-employment.
1099s or something they call it.
Business,
right?
the
Okay.
business
Come on now.
owners, entrepreneurs.
And
Yes,
you will
yes, yes,
file
yes.
that on a Schedule C, which is a profits and business loss. And that's when it comes in where your tax return is $500 and more, because we have to do the bookkeeping and the accounting. If you bring your receipts, that's fine. If you bring
That's what
our-
I was asking. What's up with the receipts? Because they were like, oh, you better have everything
gotta
from
have
lunch to
everything.
gas to this to that,
to
child care,
get
whatever.
the biggest deduction. You want to do these write-offs because that will bring your tax liability down.
Okay.
Okay, if you got all these expenses and you don't have any, okay, you making all this money. Say you're a millionaire.
Let's say I'm a millionaire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Renee, you're a millionaire.
Renee, just claim that. Claim that.
Let's say that.
Just say
Yes.
you're a millionaire and you got all this money. So of course you're gonna owe the IRS, correct?
Right.
But
Oh, of course.
of course.
Because you're making too much
Too
money.
much money, you're not paying your taxes quarterly or anything like that.
Okay.
So you make sure you write down all your expenses. You make sure you have all your receipts, because that is a deduction, and it helps bring your tax liability down to either obtain a refund or break even,
Okay.
where you don't owe them and they don't owe you.
And is that rare to break even? Because Uncle Sam want his, don't he? All
Yeah,
the time. Everything. All your everything.
Actually,
Absolutely.
it's not rare, especially if you know what you're doing and you know the tax.
All right.
You know the tax laws and you know the credits and the deductions that you can have. A lot of times when you have that big income and you're in a different income bracket, trust me, your expenses is sometimes way more than what you know. So when you start bringing all the stuff that you have paid out, that helps bring your tax liability down, so you won't owe the IRS so much money. Or even if you bring it all the way down to a minimum. Sometimes it is rare to break even because, like you said, Uncle Sam want his money,
And he will get it.
and he will get it.
Take
He
all
will
of your
take it.
everything. Take your
He will
socks
put liens
off
he
your
would
feet.
do all that. So you don't want that to happen.
No.
And I find a lot of people filing exempt, work at these plants, making six
The first
figures.
3 months, that's me. No.
Well, you could do it the first 3 months. Don't do it the full year,
Yeah.
because you're going to have to pay these taxes, and they be on $10,000, $15,000, and they want me to help them. How? What do you
Make a
have?
way out of no way, like
No.
you got.
You got to pay. You got to make arrangements. You got to do what you can.
I got to make my questions quick. What about two things? I've experienced an opportunity of going into different tax brackets, right?
Yes.
I went from, I guess we start off 20, 30,000, 40,000, 70,000, 90,000. All those are different tax brackets, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
And what about filing 10?
Some people-
Independence or whatever that is.
No, it's exemption.
Okay, I'm sorry. Thank
If
you.
you
The
file-
proper term.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Just remember, if you claim 10 exemptions throughout the year, just remember you're going to get all your money through the year, and then you're going to owe the IRS at the end of the year.
Is 10 and 0 exempts basically the same?
No. Zero. If you claim 0, then
I don't mean 0. I mean exempt period. If you claim I don't want to take no taxes out, and then or claim 10, which one is better?
It's almost the same. Almost.
Okay, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, because if you go exempt, you're gonna owe at the end of the year, and if you claim 10, you're gonna owe something at the end of the year. Mm-hmm. You're just not gonna be the same.
Now, Tasha, talk also about the filing deadlines that somebody would have. Because, I mean, some people want to get extensions.
Absolutely.
Explain more about that so that somebody won't get in trouble if they don't file on the date that they're supposed to file on.
Absolutely. So, you know, the IRS government worldwide deadline is April 15th.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, you can file an extension all the way to October, which is now, because I'm still doing a couple taxes.
Really?
For e-filing, it's October the 15th. And then for mail-ins all the way to October the 31st. Wow. But after that, we're done. We got November and December to prepare for the next season.
Right, which is January.
Absolutely.
Well, December 31st and then January.
And we normally start January 15th, but with all the delays and the government shutdowns, we haven't been able to send it through until January the 29th. It's been big delays, yes.
I'm proud of you. How long you been doing taxes?
17 years.
I missed that part.
Yes.
I would have to run around, you know.
It's okay.
So
Got to schedule their appointment.
I've been doing this 17 years. I've been certified 15.
All right,
to
then.
certify other people, and I've only had my tax firm for 4.
Yes. Now, what are some of the issues that people have when they are filing taxes on their own as opposed to going to a professional like you?
The same thing that Renee was talking about earlier, where she didn't know all the credits that she was allowed. So you would put it in, you'll see a number on the refund manager, and you say, oh, I'm getting $2,500. Yes, let me send it through. When you could have got
35.
Yeah.
Or
Our
something.
earned income tax credit. You could have filed your personal property taxes. You could have filed charity for giving away clothes. You could have filed your uniforms or your
Girl,
medicine.
did you say charity for giving away clothes? I got something.
Dinner meetings.
Dinner.
That's for these entrepreneurs.
Absolutely. That's only for the business people. But with the standard deductions, there are some things that you could claim to get a credit that will help your tax liability, help you return a bigger refund.
And where you located?
16,000 West 9 Mile in Southfield, Michigan, right across from Providence Hospital, so Southfield and 9 Mile.
And appointments available?
Absolutely. I'm ready. I have my 2020 calendar.
Okay. All right.
I told my class,
too. Good.
didn't I, Jaja?
Yes.
Oh, you got a class?
Oh, yes.
I'm
Tax
one of the
training class.
students.
She's one of the students.
All right, Jaja.
She's
We're going to do the
actually
numbers.
one of the top students because Jaja has been there. That girl has excelled. She's been busting A's, and she's almost
been
ready
busting
for
A's,
her,
huh?
Yes, for her to take her exam.
Now, how long is your class?
Right.
So we started early this year because we had some discrepancies last year. So I started in September, and it's all the way to December the 31st. Like, we will have our last staff meeting catered and prepare our schedules for the new tax season 2019 in December. So we've been actually running from September all the way to December.
Okay. And Jaja, now she said that you are her top student in the class.
Thank God.
How does that make you feel?
Well, you know what? It's a blessing to be under the tutelage of somebody that's knowledgeable and experienced. There's a lot of people out here
I like that.
A lot of people out here to say they can do a lot of stuff that they don't back up. And, you know, by the grace of God, things happen in life where, you know, people cross paths. I had the honor of officiating her son's wedding, and we had mutual people that we knew. And, you know, it's a blessing when two powerful women that love what they do link up together and they can complement each other to excel. So I feel great.
So, Jaja, after you complete the class, you are then able to prepare someone else's taxes.
I will be able to prepare taxes.
So
yes.
Is this something where now, Tasha, you're going to have a firm with all these
Oh, no,
yeah, it's going to be listen, it's the fine firm. We all fine up in there.
I'm coming.
Yep, come on, you
when
supposed to
can
be
I sign up? Is it too late?
It's not too late, and actually, because I know you and I know that you would catch up to where we are, we would get you up to speed. The class is only $100.
Okay.
$100 that you will spend at La Culture.
Come on now.
Bring that $100.
And I
get
love
that
La Culture
knowledge
food. Shout out to Drewski.
So you can
Drewski.
and get your P10 number so you could be certified. After you take your exam, you have to pass with the 80 or better, and you are good to go. Put your certificate on the table. Get certified with the IRS with your P10. And you only have to pay them $50 for that by December the 31st. So really, $150 will get you the knowledge to prepare someone's tax.
And you said the class lasts, what, 6 months? Or?
No, actually, it's really according to you. I started in September to December, so it's really like 4 months. It's not really that. It's just that I'll allow the time for you guys to come in and get prepared before December the 31st.
Okay.
Yeah,
I want to talk about your referral program.
Oh, yes. The referral program is really good. If you refer 4 people, you will get $100. You could do it individual. It's $25 each, but it sounds so much better if you refer 4 people and get $100.
Right.
So you know 4 people, Darwin. You know 4 people, Renee. You know 4 people, Jaja. And it just helps the firm to grow. It helps us to be on the map. And it also helps people to get the knowledge and the expertise that I have from the 16 and 17 years experience. So let's just do it. Let's get all these people in here so they can say they were prepared for from TNT Taxes, where we will get you the max.
Sound like a plan. Go ahead, Jaja.
I wanted to say, too, because Tasha's very supportive of people in the community. So not only are you getting an amazing tax preparer and an amazing tax team, but, you know, you may be involved in some events. You may be involved in some things that you need some support. And she has a firm where there are women there and men that will support your community events, come out, support you, buy tickets, promote what you have going on, because it's time for us to start supporting each other for real, for real.
Been time. I agree. Been time. That's what we do. Well, I want to thank everybody for coming in today. I know you guys are going to get ready for Expose Under the Sun at 2:30, from 2:30 to 3. Thanks for joining me on Take 'em Back Tuesday.
Absolutely.
And please come back. Sit down with me.
Pleasure.
You know, we got a different theme every day of the week.
Well, I've been on your show before, Renee,
yes, you
and
have.
I appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
Reaching out to me and making sure I'm able to be out here.
That's
and,
right.
And
That's right. That's what we do. Sisters helping sisters. It's out here. It's
Yes.
what it is. We're going to go for a break. We're going to let, because it's Take 'em Back Tuesday, I'm finna play Hooked On. This is Sparkle, one of the clips out of Sparkle.
Yeah, Sparkle.
Yeah, you remember the movie?
Yes, I love Sparkle.
Yeah, it was nice, wasn't it? We're going to put this on. We'll be right back. You guys catch them on 15.1 and Comcast 90, 2:30.
Some of the new discoveries of the wonderful world of show business, and the night is no exception. We would like to present for your enjoyment and entertainment pleasure the very sensational, dynamic, lovely, talented Sister and the Sisters.
Your tender smile gives me happy thoughts of you. You got me so close to my dreams, now they have to come true. Ooh, baby, nothing to be shy about. Nothing we got to lie
Take them back Tuesday. I thought I'd give you a little of that. Taking you back. Y'all don't understand. Hooked on Your Love. All right, that was great. I'm glad Darwin and Tasha and Zaza decided to come on in. We appreciate everybody tuned in. They'll be coming right up next in about less than 2 minutes, 2 shakes in 2 minutes on Expose Under the Sun. We're going to put them on Facebook Live as well, Periscope, YouTube. Remember, I just want to say a few quick announcements. We have Lemon Burn in the building. It's $30 for the gallon. And just call us, 313-868-6612. Get your bottle. It works. It does more than burn the fat off, too. It kills the germs inside. It kills it's natural. Read it. Everything in it. Black seed oil. Lemon. Everything's in it. Apple cider vinegar, raw honey, cayenne pepper, everything. Check it out. Also, thank you. Somebody sent me some flowers today. Look. Isn't that nice? I really am excited about that. That is so, wow. Somebody sent some flowers to the job for me. Thank you, and I appreciate you. My courtesy. All right, you guys, stand by. Coming up next at 2:30 will be Expose Under the Sun. It's a nice bouquet, and they real. God's blessings. Peace and love. I'm out of here.
Have a watch party together. Watch your favorite TV shows when you want, how you want, with your favorite people. Here's how it works. Log on to Facebook from your computer or tablet and go to the RJ Watkins fan page at facebook.com/TV33WHPR. The one with the blue WHPR logo on the left. Like us. Click the word videos with the red tag that says live next to it. Then click the share button at the bottom of the video player and select start a watch party. Invite whoever you want. Your party will be recorded and archived for playback anytime you want. 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. At the end of the month, the viewer that has the most people at their watch party will be invited on the TV show live. Come on, let's have a party. Cheryl Underwood got her own show, now you get yours. Have a business or talent you want to showcase? Have your own show simulcast on WHPR TV and radio, all of your favorite apps and devices.
We're going to come back quarterly, and I'm serious. We are going to produce things out of here. Because I want to prove that it can be done right out of here.
Packages start at just $99. Download the WHPR TV app and catch the Cheryl Underwood show wherever you are.
Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton.
And I am Thabiti Mpinga.
Inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for Feedback.
A positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
And take us along with you. Feedback.
You're watching WHPS, Highland Park, Detroit. The views and opinions expressed on the following show are not necessarily the views and opinions of WHPS, its affiliates, management, or sponsors.
I pledge to stay drug-free.
I plan to stay drug-free.
I pledge to stay drug-free.
I pledge to be drug-free.
I pledge to stay drug-free.
And I just want to thank everybody for tuning in today. This is Expose Under the Sun, sponsored by the Detroit Native Sun newspaper. And I am your host, Darwin Griffin, and you are going to be enlightened for the next 30 minutes with some good information from my special guest, Tasha White-Burton. I'm sorry. If you can get an opportunity to tune in, take some notes, because Ms. Burton is going to have a lot of good, valuable information, especially because of the fact that tax preparation season is getting ready to roll around. And this is also, as Tasha's going to explain to, the conclusion of the previous tax season year. So before we get started, the show is live. If you'd like to call in, our call-in numbers are area code 313-868-0342, 313-868-0351, or 313-868-4336. And the website is www.tv33whpr.com. And you are watching us live from the awesome city of Highland Park, Michigan, and where the mayor, the Honorable Hubert Yap, presides at. And we are here in Highland Park, and you can also view us in Detroit, and we can be seen on Roku, Comcast, Amazon, and other media streams. So before we get started, I know everybody giving you a little time to kind of get your pencils and papers ready so you can jot down some notes, because I know she's going to have some valuable information. But just want to make one little announcement before we get started. Congresswoman Brenda Lawrence, who represents the 14th Congressional District in the state of Michigan, she's having a birthday celebration this Saturday, October the 26th, and it's going to be from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's going to be at the Park West Gallery, and it's located at 29469 Northwestern Highway in Southfield, Michigan. And if you'd like to get more information, you can call area code 313-319-2064. And also, if you want to go on their website, you can contact them at info, I-N-F-O, at brendalawrence.com. Again, that's all one word, BRENDALAWRENCE.com. So definitely go and make sure that you let Congresswoman know that you are wishing her a happy birthday, and also to give her an opportunity to show your support for her reelection next year in 2020. So now I am very, very thrilled to have a special guest on the show. I do want to give a little shout out to my good friend, Lisa Talton, for giving me the opportunity to have Ms. Burton on the show today. And I'm going to also give a little quick shout out to Jaja Hubbard, who is here also. She's not on camera, but she is here with us, and she is one of Tasha's students in her tax preparation class. So I just want to, she's doing the video for Ms. Burton so that she can be able to go and show this to her students at a later time. But I do want to thank you, Ms. Burton, for coming on the show today.
Hey, thank you. My pleasure.
And now you are the sole proprietor of, is that TNT Taxes?
Correct.
Tell a little bit about when did you get TNT Taxes started? What made you decide to go into the business? How long have you had the business, and what are some of your goals, or some of your observations that you would like to go and enlighten some of the people about taxes and tax preparation?
Oh, awesome. Yes, I've been actually preparing taxes for over 17 years.
17 years?
Yes, sir. Okay. And so I used to work at H&R Block. I started there. I had 11 weeks of training every year for 5 years. I feel like they were the best people to train. So I ended up starting to go independent contracting with other offices. I was like always the best tax pro in the office. So I was like, well, if I can do it here, why not do it?
You can do it anywhere.
Anywhere.
Right.
But the software was extremely expensive. So I used to be like, I got to pay $3,000 for this software, because it was this one particular software I always liked. There are others that are more inexpensive. But this one particular software, I just was like, God, please bless me with the money. I was a single mom, although all my kids are grown now, a divorcee at the time. So I was like, I don't know where I'm going to get this money from. But my sister, Toya, who is was a LPN at the time, went to school. Now she's a graduate RN. She came to me. She said, "You ready?" I said, "Ready for what?" She said, "You ready to get this tax business started?" And I said, "Absolutely." She said, I'll go in with you so you can have your dream." So Toya, shout out to Toya White Burton. That's my sister. And we decided to create TNT Taxes. So TNT stands for Tasha and Toya.
Oh, okay. I kind of had that feeling when you said that. Okay.
Yeah, so we established it in January of 2016, and I have had my tax firm going on 4 years now. So I am so excited. It has grown from the time we started all the way to now, and I'm sure it's going to grow. I have plans in the future to franchise in different states. I have a tax preparation class now that I have students that are excelling, that I know in a couple years will have their own franchise office through TNT Taxes. And Jaja Hubbard is one of them. And I'm looking forward to continue to train her to be one of my first franchisees. So we're just trying our best to just keep forward and be nationwide, and ultimately one day worldwide.
Now tell a little bit about the classes that you offer.
I offer tax preparation classes, and actually we started early this year, September, because last year there was a government shutdown and everything was so unorganized. My students, I'm sorry, even up under my expertise, were not ready. So I asked my students, the returning students, can you come back? Let's get it started early. The people that I have now, I have a class of 4 dedicated people. You always start out with more, but sometimes it becomes a smaller class because everybody isn't dedicated. They're not committed because they look at it as, oh, this is just supplemental income. Everybody has their own businesses and their own employment that they have to do because tax season is only 4 months out the year. Mm-hmm. So it's really lucrative supplemental income. But like I said, God has blessed me to be able to take this and make it a career. And this is my livelihood. And like I said, the tax training class helps you prepare to get your P10 number, which is government accredited. It helps you take the exam to be certified, to be a certified tax pro. And the exam is extremely hard, so we started early so we can prepare the tax trainees for that.
Now, do you administer the exam, or do you prepare people to take the exam?
I prepare people to take the exam. It's government accredited, so.
Okay. And so now, is there a cost to take your classes?
Yes, absolutely. It's a small fee of $100. And that fee, like I said, we'll go to dinner and spend $100. We'll go shopping, but to spend that money to prepare for your education and your future is well worth it.
So this is a good investment on somebody's future.
Absolutely,
right?
Yes.
Okay, and now your classes are how long in length?
Well, like I said, we started in September and it goes all the way to December, but it's according to your schedule and your time. So I don't give a time limit like it's 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 3 weeks. Between September and December, you have to be finished by December the 31st.
So if somebody was working, they would still have the opportunity to still
Absolutely.
do their regular JOB and then also
come over to us
the class
between 5 and 7, 2 hours a day,
okay.
Monday through Thursday.
Now, what are some of the misconceptions that people have when it comes to filing, their taxes?
One of the misconceptions I've learned is people with 3 kids or more say, oh, all you can do is file 3 kids. So if I have 6 kids, I'm going to give my other 3 kids to someone else. That is the most misconception I ever heard. Yes, you get your child tax credit for maybe 3 or 4 kids, but the other credits go on your state. You can get credits for that, and also any other credits that you're allowed, like the earned income tax credit. So people don't understand, like, please don't sell your kids. Don't give your kids to other people because it's a benefit to you. And that's the biggest misconception I've seen in taxes because people think, oh, if I give this to my cousin and it'll come back because you have to have proof that they live with you, dependency, all these things come to factors. And even the child's father or the child's mother are entitled to them kids before someone else is.
So now when you say proof, you were saying before we went on the air today that they would have to show proof that that child does reside in that household.
The residency, the dependency. So their address, their school, and their medical records have to go to your address.
Okay, and now what name some of the other misconceptions that people
another misconception with taxes is going exempt. When you go exempt and you claim zero throughout the year, at the end of the year, you will owe the IRS because the IRS is an incentive. The taxes are incentives. It's not money blown off the side of the earth. It's an incentive. So people think, oh, if I go exempt because I want all my money all year, and I can say I'm not getting my money. Well, they're going to get it at the end. And just remember, it's 12 months out the year. So you're going to owe those 12 months. You can owe from $5,000 to $10,000, and they will get their money. They will garnish your income. They will garnish your bank account. They will put liens on things. So you would want to make sure you, if you want to go exempt like 3 months or 6 months, that's good. But I think Trump was trying to ice that out. So I would know because some of the tax laws haven't came in yet for the 2019 tax year. But you don't want to do that because it will hurt you in the long run.
Now, we were talking also, too, before the air. Now, you were explaining a little bit about the fact about if you have a vehicle or you're, like if you have an office in your house,
yes,
that you may be able to go and use as a deduction?
Yeah, and if your office in your house, say you're Darwin Griffin and you have an office in your house, you can use your name as your business and your office, but it has to be appreciated, depreciated. It's a lot of things to qualify for a deduction, okay? So yeah, you can use your office or your car as your business vehicle, but it has to be in your business name with the business EIN number. You will not qualify for that deduction without without making it your business entity.
And for the 2 or 3 people that might not know, EIN, what is that?
That is an employer identification number.
Okay. For the few people that might not know what that is.
Yeah.
Okay. And so the other thing too is that you were also telling me too about the differences between a deduction and a credit.
Yes. So like I said, the deduction is with your vehicle as your business name and in your business entity or your business office or a brick and mortar building, standalone building. Those are all deductions. You can deduct those and bring your tax liability down to obtain a refund or just break even where you don't owe the IRS and they don't owe you. But a credit is something like the child tax credit, the earned income tax credit. If you're allowed that credit, because some people don't qualify. Even if you have kids, there are ways that you will not qualify for that credit because of past things in the past, like if you had some type of tax fraud or if you, had problems with the IRS, they will not allow you that credit, especially the earned income tax credit, because it's a lot. They won't allow that for like 5 years if you had some type of fraud going on.
So it's a 5-year penalty.
Absolutely.
That you would have to have.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you have to do then if you did commit some type of tax fraud? How would you go about absolving that from your...
You can still file your taxes. You just won't get the earned income tax credit.
So that's the only thing.
That's the only thing. You just won't get that credit. That helps you obtain a bigger refund. So you would get all your child tax credits and your home heating credits and your rental credits, but you will not get the earned income tax credit, which is a big credit because it can range from like $3,500 to $14,000 in a credit. Mm-hmm. So if you ever heard anybody that are nurses or factory workers and they bring home after a refund $10,000 and $15,000, it's because they get a big earned income tax credit, or and only if they qualify, because there's a cap for low to moderate income with the earned income tax credit, and it's like $29,000. That's the biggest earned income tax credit you can get. You will get an earned income tax credit if you're above that cap, but it's real low. So, some people like to stay up under the $29,000 so they can get that credit. I don't recommend that because you have to make a living. But if you are low to moderate income, yeah, that's very beneficial to you.
So now, if a person then is if they're self-employed,
yes,
what do they have to do? What's different from what they would have to do compared to if they were working for someone else, as far as saying filing their taxes?
Number one, if you have a company that you, independent contract through, bring a 1099, because whatever you have, the IRS have. Some people just come in and say, hey, I got a business, I made this amount, work your magic. You have any form that the IRS sends you, any tax statement, you have to bring in, or you have to amend your taxes. That is a whole nother fee. But the self-employment is going on that Schedule C, profit and business loss. Sometimes the government may allow you a loss of business up to 5 years. But you have to be realistic. If your business took a loss for 5 years, you shouldn't be in that business, correct?
Right.
So maybe up to 2 or 3 years, you may take a loss, and that's when all your expenses come in. So buying supplies, advertising, because advertisement is very expensive, and then paying your employees, repairs and maintenance. If, for instance, you have a T-shirt printing business, and you have that screen printing thing.
Mm-hmm.
You sometimes you have to buy the equipment and repair that equipment.
Right.
It can be very expensive, so you write off all your expenses so you can either break even or obtain a refund.
Okay, and so now, if you have up until what, April the 15th?
Correct.
To file.
Yes.
But now, if you wanted to get an extension, what is the date that you would have for the deadline for the extension?
Okay, so we all know that the tax season ends April 15th, and that's only for the people that owe. You can file taxes all year, all the way to October 31st, and that's another misconception. You can file an extension as well to pay the back taxes that you owe.
Okay.
Okay, and that's all the extension is for. But from even after April 15th, you might get penalized a little bit if you file before October the 31st, but you still want to get those. Don't wait 2-3 years. Try to do it within that year or the next year. But up until October 31st with the mail-ins, up to October the 15th with e-filing. So
now, when somebody is because you usually see that mad rush of people to go down to the post office, and you see the line of people that's down there trying to go and put it in the put their tax forms in the mail.
Yes.
But now, so they have to have it. It has to be postmarked
on the 15th.
For the 15th
because they owe taxes, and they're trying to rush to pay the government so they won't get penalized, so they won't get garnished. The penalty is a big fee sometimes, depends on what your tax bracket is.
So now, if somebody wants to take your class,
yes,
look into our camera and give your contact information.
Yes, we are TNT Taxes, located in the Metropolitan Professional Center. That's 16,000 West 9 Mile. That's located in Southfield, Michigan, off of 9 Mile in Providence, right across from Providence Hospital. And we are in Suite 306.
In 306?
Yes.
Okay. And now, so if a person, so now you are still then assisting people with their taxes up until the 30th of this month?
Correct.
So now, after the 30th, now you're getting ready, because now then they can start to filing their taxes next year when?
We're hoping January 15th, but there are some government delays, so we're not sure. We won't know until like mid-December if we're going to have a government shutdown. They may start announcing it. So we're just, we still want to stay prepared in case we do go online, because the last couple of years we have not been filing on January 15th.
And if there's a government shutdown, what does that do? What does that do when it comes down to persons that want to file their taxes?
Oh, it is a big, it's such an inconvenience, because people sometimes bank on their tax returns to pay off their houses, their cars, their mortgages, their kids' college. And if there's a delay, it's just, we filed January 29th. They won't get their tax return to January the 14th February the 14th or the 15th. I mean, if you needed something done in January, that would be a big problem because you told your mortgage company, I'll be paying my mortgage in January. Right. And it's a big delay, and people are frustrated because they spent for Christmas, they spent for Thanksgiving, they did all these things, and now they're really broke. So they're dependent on their work check that's really not that much to make ends meet. And so it just hurts everybody all around. It hurts us, it hurts the client, it hurts the businesses because everybody overspends during the holiday seasons.
Yeah, because I know you see a lot of people that, like you said, that they're waiting for their tax, returns to come in, and then they're pretty much like maybe that new car that they want to buy, or that house or something like that. So there's a lot of people, like you just said, that are affected, by something like that. So now, the other thing too is that, so when the person, let's say if somebody does something that they weren't supposed to do when it comes down to their taxes, what are some of the penalties?
There are so many penalties. If somebody filed a fake tax return, like I train my tax classes, if somebody bring a W-2 that look typed out, because you know how they, with the carbon copy, that's 9 times out of 10 a fake one. Just go through the process, act like you're filing it, talk to them, engage with them, and when they leave, just shred it or make a copy of it, and then when they call back, just say, hey, you have to contact the IRS. There are penalties. They will have to deal with the IRS with that. I'm not sure exactly what they are, but it's fraud. So you might go to jail. You might not be able to file a tax return ever again. There are several things that they'll do to penalize you for that.
And so now, if the person that's preparing the taxes, so you're saying if they know that there's some kind of fraud that might be perpetrated. We
have a form called 8862. It's the due diligence form, and we cover ourselves. So if it's a question on there that says, does the client seem like they're being inconsistent in questions, or you feel like it's not real, you can click yes. You can click and just make sure you cover yourself with the due diligence.
And you say it's called a due diligence form?
Yeah, it's a 8862.
Okay.
It's a earned income tax credit due diligence.
Okay. This time is going by real fast.
Yes.
Tasha, do me one favor. I have to ask you to come back on again,
yes.
And talk more about taxes and tax preparation. But again, can you look to the camera and give your contact information again? So if somebody would like to have you prepare their taxes, or even to take your classes.
You can reach me, Tasha, at 248-508-2943. Again, that number is 248-508-2913. We are located in Southfield, Michigan, at the Metropolitan Professional Center. That's 16,000 West 9 Mile Road in Southfield, right across from Providence Hospital.
And so now, in our closing, minutes, is there any advice that you would give, some last-minute advice to a person that may be interested in preparing their taxes, but they're scratching their forehead like, I don't know where to start? Is there anything you can kind of suggest?
Yes. Just remember that, the economy is getting bad, things are happening, and this supplemental income is very, very lucrative.
Okay.
If you do, say, a self-employment client with a profit and business loss, a Schedule C, you can make up to $500. Who makes $500 in an hour? So you just keep that in mind. I know people who make that in a week. So if you're up under the best training, the person with the experience and the expertise, you will do fine for tax season.
And you have a referral program?
Yes, the referral program, if you refer 4 people, you will get $100. So I recommend that you refer people because you can make supplemental income like that. Refer them to TNT Taxes.
Okay. And so now primarily then the thing is that people should really start getting their information together now.
Yes.
Rather than wait until the first of the year.
Please don't wait, especially if you're self-employment. all your receipts, all your expenses, all your invoices. That will help us. Now, we do have a bookkeeping and accounting fee, and that's an extra $200, even outside of your tax preparation fees.
Okay, well, you heard this from her. So she is saying definitely make sure that you get your information together now so you don't have to be scrambling to go back and find that information.
Absolutely.
What are some of the things that people, so they need to bring exactly like a checklist of all the things.
Oh,
Can you
yes.
have a little quick like checklist to tell people
Yeah.
what they should bring when they come to you?
Yes, you bring your ballot ID, you bring your social security cards, all your tax information, your receipts, your business income, anything that has tax statement on it.
Okay.
Even if it's the education 1098 tuition form, if
Okay.
you're in school. So,
All right. All right. Well, I do want to thank you for coming on the show. Tasha, I'm extending an invitation to you to come back again
Absolutely.
on the show, and probably we'll look at maybe like after the first of the year.
Oh, that'd
when
be great.
everybody's, getting their taxes together. So I
Yes.
think there's a lot of questions that you could answer to a lot
definitely.
of our viewers.
I stay with the training too. I retrain myself every year and take the exam and get certified.
So
every
you're up
year.
on all of the new changes
Absolutely.
that may come about.
Yes.
That's good to know.
Thank you.
All right, well, thank you for tuning in today. You've been watching Expose Under the Sun, sponsored by the Detroit Native Sun News. I want to thank my special guest, Tasha White Burton, for coming on the show today. And if you are interested in advertising in the Detroit Native Sun News, which you can pick up at the Kroger supermarkets now, you can contact Ms. Valerie Lockhart at area code 313-457-5944. And I do want to say now, as she just said, make sure you start getting those things together now, as opposed to waiting. Shout out to the nurses. And I just want to give a shout out to a couple of friends that are nurses, and that is to Marquita Hall, to Cassandra Smith, and to Valeria. Please make sure you support the nurses out here, and make sure that you let the nurses know how you really value what they do in the community, as well as with your patients and your mothers, your fathers that may need that extra support from them. So again, peace and love. We'll see you again, same time, same station next week. Peace.
Yep.